Namaste one and all. Today we are going to discuss about a family Papilionoideae, where Papilionoideae or Papilionoideae is a subfamily under the Leguminosae. According to the Bentham and Hooker's classification, they classified a family Leguminosae, and that family is divided into three: Papilionoideae, Mimosaidae and Cisalpinoideae, like that. But according to the Engler and Prandtl system of classification, Papilionoideae or Papilionoideae is raised up to a family level. This Papilionoideae belongs to the subclass Polypetalae and a series Caliciflorae, where according to the Engler and Prandtl classification, it comes under the Orchiclammidae. We'll discuss deep into the Papilionoideae. Where whenever we study the description about a family, we'll discuss about the vegetative characters as well as the reproductive characters. We'll start with the habit and a habitat, where coming to the habit, all types of plants are available in this family. That means many types of plants like herbs, shrubs, woody climbers or herbaceous climbers, and even twinners, like that. Many diversified types of plants are present in this family, where herbs, for example Medicago and Melilotus, and the shrubs your Tephrosia purpurea and Abrus precatorius, woody climbers Spatholobus, and herbaceous climbers Lathyrus and Pisum, there is a sweet pea and wild pea, and tree level Dalbergia latifolia and Dalbergia sisu erythrina indica, like that. And even twinners Dolichos lablab and Vigna cutjung. This type of habit is present in the family Papilionaceae. And coming to the habitat, all types of plants are available. That is mesophytes and xerophytes and hydrophytes. Mostly the plants belongs to the Papilionaceae are mesophytes. Coming to the vegetative characters, root system. Root system is a taproot system, profusely branched taproot system, and very peculiar character is nodular roots are present. The presence of these nodular roots is a peculiar character in the Leguminosae members, that is Papilionaceae and Mimosaidae and Cisalpinoideae. What are the nodular roots? These are the special type of external growths on the roots, where Rhizobium bacterium is living inside the nodules, which prefers to fix the atmospheric nitrogen. And coming to the stem is an aerial stem and even angular or cylindrical, glabrous and tomentous, solid and fistular stems. Herbaceous stems and woody stems are present. Woody stems in the sense Dalbergia latifolia and Dalbergia sisu erythrina indica, like that. And coming to the leaf structure, leaf is an column and ramal leaves, and stipulate leaf. Stipulate is present, and pulvinate leaf base. This pulvinous leaf base is also a particular character in Leguminosae members, where the leaf base is somewhat bulged, containing structure. That is the identification character of Leguminosae members. This leaf base is an pulvinate. And there are three different types of leaves are there: simple leaves and trifoliate leaves and pinnate leaves. Simple leaves, where we observed in Haylandia latibrosa and Indigofera cardifolia, a chordate simple leaf. See, when coming to the simple leaf, in its stem or rachis, we find only one leaf at each side. And coming to the trifoliate leaf, at each rachis it contains three leaves, three leaflets are present. Best examples are Medicago and Melilotus and Cajanus Fasciolus, Trigonella, Dolichos lablab and Desmodium gyrans. And in the pinnate leaves, rachis contains two sides of the leaflets are present in a book model. Tephrosia purpurea and Caesara retinum and Dalbergia latifolia and Lens esculentus and Vicia faba are the best examples for the pinnate leaves. And in Astrogallus, rachis ends with a spine, and even Lathyrus rachis ends with or modified with the tendril. And one more example is in Desmodium gyrans. It is an Indian telegraph plant. It shows an autonomous movement, where if we give some music to the plant, some autonomous movements takes place in the leaves. That is an somewhat dancing type. That is an autonomous movements of the leaves is also taking place in the Desmodium gyrans. These are the vegetative characters. I have given some pictures here. This is an herb, this is an shrub level, this is Abrus precatorius, in Telugu it is known as an Guruvinda, and this is an Dolichos lablab Chikkudu, and this is an Pisum sativum, and this is an Dalbergia latifolia, is an tree level. Coming to the leaf structure, that is simple leaf in Helandia latibrosa and Indigofera cardifolia. Indigofera cardifolia, which gives an blue. Commercially it is very important when we use blue to the cloths, that blue dye is obtained from this Indigofera cardifolia. And this is an trifoliate leaf in Medicago, and this is an pinnate leaf in Lens esculentus. This is the pinnate leaf in Teprosia purpurea. We find this everywhere in the roadside. That is in Vempali, it is known as Vempali in Telugu. Okay. And coming to the reproductive structures, basically first one is an inflorescence. Inflorescence is an racemose inflorescence, where the racemose inflorescence is an inflorescence where it is an indefinite growth of these flowers are taking place. Flowers bracteate and pedicellate leaves, pedicellate, ebracteolate and irregular, complete and zygomorphic, bisexual, perigynous and pentamerous flowers. See, this is an bract is present, so it is an bracteate, and pedicel is present, so it is an pedicellate, and irregular, that means all the floral parts are arranged irregularly. The floral parts are nothing but calyx, corolla and androecium and gynoecium. These are the arrangement is not in a regular manner, that is an irregular. Complete in the sense 4 parts of the flower are present, that is calyx, corolla and androecium and gynoecium. 4 are present, it is a complete flower. And a zygomorphic flower. A zygomorphic flower is a flower where we cut the flower in one plane only into equal halves. If a flower is cut into equal halves by any plane, it is an actinomorphic flower. But here the Papilionoideae flower is an zygomorphic flower where we cut the flower into 2 equal halves by only one plane. And a bisexual flower, that is androecium and gynoecium are present, so it is a bisexual flower. And a perigynous flower where the arrangement of these 4 floral parts is taking place, that is an perigynous, where the gynoecium is present in a ball like structure, and equal to that all the floral parts, that is calyx, corolla and androecium, are arranged. And is an pentamerous flower, where the pentamerous means floral part, each floral part contains 5 or their multiple numbers. For example, calyx 5 or corolla 5 or androecium 5 or 5 multiples, like that. It is an pentamerous flower. Coming to the each and every character, that is calyx, usually 5 green in color. Calyx may it protects the floral parts whenever the flower in a budding stage, and those calyx is in green in color. And gamosepalous, that means all the sepals which are present in the calyx, those are united, not in free in manner. And odd sepal is anterior side. See, according to the flower, anterior side is upper side and anterior side is lower side and posterior side is upper side, based on the stipple where it is present, that is an anterior side. And persistent in Teprosia. Coming to the corolla, corolla also 5 polypetalous, that means petals are free and descending imbricate. See, these petals are arranged in a manner that is known as an papilionaceous corolla. Papilionaceous corolla contains 5 different parts. First one is a large posterior one, it is known as a standard petal, and 2 lateral ones are known as wing petals, and 2 anterior boat shaped are known as a keel petal. This is the very peculiar manner which is present in the Papilionaceae members. Once again, the large one which is present in the posterior, and in single it is known as a standard petal, and 2 lateral are wings petals, and 2 anterior boat shaped which protects the androecium and gynoecium are known as keel petals. This is the racemose inflorescence. This is an Shankupushpi. This is an standard petal. Sides, these are wings, and internally it is an keel. See, like this. This is a standard. This side 2 bigger ones are wings, and lower this is a keel, one only. This is a section of the flower. This is a standard petal, wings and keel, and this is the androecium and gynosium. See, this is standard petal, these two are wing petals, and this is in keel where we find somewhat united form. Coming to the androecium mostly 10, maybe monodelphous, that means arranged in one bundle, and 9 in Abrus precatorius and Dalbergia. Those are diadelphous. 5 plus 5 in Escinaminae. Arrangement of the androecium is like that: 5 are in one layer and another 5 are in lower layer, and 9 plus 1, 9 are united and 1 is in free in Pisum lathyrus, where in your Teprosia you find in your intermediate level we find this 9 plus 1 manner, and this one last one is in posterior and free. See, an androecium is in Bythecus intros longitudinal dehiscence. Bythecus in the sense which contains 4 chambers, and intros, that means arranged inside to the flower, and longitudinal dehiscence in the sense where the dehiscence takes place by the furrow which is arranged in a longitudinal, and which dehisces by means of that furrow, and liberation of the pollen grain is taking place, where in a peculiar manner in Arachis hyposia 10 are there, in which 2 are sterile one, 2 are monothecous, and 2 are oblong monothecous, and 3 are bythecous. 2 androcia are 2 are globose in monothecous, that means 2 chambers are present. 3 are oblong, that means the shape of the anther lobes are oblong and monothecous, and 3 are bythecous. This is the special arrangement in Arachis hyposia. This is about the androecium. And coming to the gynosium, very peculiar. This is a monocarpellary unilocular. Only one chamber is there, that is an unilocular. Semi-inferior, that means half is upper side and half is lower side, and marginal placentation is there in the gynosium, where 3 parts are there: style and stigma. This style is in very short, sometimes it is in long and filiform in Arachis, and stigma it is in capitate, or sometimes it is in papillate. Fruit is an legume fruit, very peculiar, which is present in the leguminosae members, that is an legume which dies by 2 straiches, that means equal halves, it dehisces by equal halves, that is an legume fruit, wherein Trigonella it is a curved legume, and in Arachis hyposia it is a geocarpic pod, where the extreme outgrowth of this pedicel is taking place after the pollination. Before pollination, that flower is present and outside. Whenever the pollination is over, then the pedicel of the flower is showing an extreme growth, then the flower enters into the soil. So the fruit or the pod which is developed inside the soil, so it is known as a groundnut. And the seed is an endospermic seed, where some cotyledons, all the grams that contains proteins, and some this groundnut contains oils. This is about the seed. I will show some examples. This is an Abrus precatorius, Guruvinda in Telugu. This is an Escinamina aspera, which is an hydrophyte. This is Botia monosperma, where we call this an flame of the forest. This is Canavelia gladiata. This is known in Telugu, it is an Tammakaya. This is a Clitoria ternata, it is an Shankupushpi. This is an Protolaria gentiea. In Telugu we know it is an Janumu. This is an Dalbergia latifolia, indigofera. This indigofera, we discussed that a blue dye is obtained from the indigofera. This is an glycine max, where we find the most abundant proteins in the seeds of this glycine max. This is an Lathyrus odoratus, and this is Glycyrrhiza glabra, and this is Melilotus alba. Kajanus kajan, in Telugu it is known as Kandi. Vigna kanjang, this is an blackgram, and this is an Pisum sativum, Botany in Telugu. This is an Sesbania sesban. All this about the family Papilionaceae. Once again, brief about the Papilionaceae members, very important to VHS, where the roots are containing root nodules, and the stem may be varied, and the leaf contains an pulvinous leaf base. Different types of leaves, simple leaves and pinnate and trifoliate leaves are there. When coming to the inflorescence, it is an racemose inflorescence, and where comes to the flower, it is an irregular flower, where contains in all the floral pods, it is an zygomorphic and complete flower and bisexual flower. And coming to the corolla, it is a very peculiar, where it is an papilionaceous corolla. One standard petal, two wings, and two keel petals are there. And androecium, very peculiar, 10 are there, free are monodal first. 9 plus 1 mechanism is also there, and 5 plus 5 is there. And in Arachis hyposia, 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 mechanism is there about the androecium. And coming to the gynoecium, where we find monocarpellary and unilacular and marginal placentation. When coming to the fruit, it is a legume fruit, and the seed is an endospermic seed. This is all about the Papilionaceae or Papilionoidae.